Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut a mermaid skirt with a cut together tail or train, and this can be cut on either a English material like crepe or even a lace material. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Welcome guys. So you start by folding your fabric into two in a way that it will be enough to accommodate the fullness. This folding may be dependent on your fabric, the amount of fabric you have, but if you have enough fabric, just fold it in a way that it will be enough. So now you measure the skirt length, but for this my skirt length, I'll be attaching it to a gown. That's why I'm placing the tape rule like this. So I'll measure the length of the skirt. I will add my hemming allowance to it at the lower part and also at the upper part. Then I will mark my waist. So I'm marking my waist at that point. Then after then, I will locate my short gown measurement. That is the short gown of this person. I will locate it. Then I will count 6 inches upward, or 4 inches to 5 inches. Let's say between 4 to 6 inches. I will count it upward. Let's say the length is 38, so I will count like 6 inches upward. That's like 32. Then I will mark that point, and I will also mark my hip line. Then I'll just rule a straight line across those points. So this other point is my hip line, which is like 9 inches away from my waist. So this is the line I measured. So for this point I'm rolling, later I noticed that it was too upward, so I went down by 1 inch at this area. So I just went down by 1 inch, then I drew another line. So that is the line I'll be using. That's why I'm extending it that long. So after that, the next thing I'll be doing is to measure my waist at that area. So your waist measurement divided by 4 as usual. You measure it, you add your that allowance 1 inch and your hemming allowance. For me, I was using 1.5. Then for this hip area, you measure your hip measurement divided by 4. Then you just add your hemming allowance, that is your sewing allowance. Then at this point too, you measure the same hip measurement and your 1.5 sewing allowance. So later on we will reduce that, but at first this is what I do. Then I connect the points together. So I'm trying to manage this shock because the white shock I have over there will not show on this fabric. It will not show as much as this yellow shock. So now at this area, I will go inside by 1 inch. It depends, but at least you must go in by something. Then from the hip area, I will go down by 5 inches. This is because the slant I'll be making, the cover I'll be making, will not get to the hip area. So it's to get to this 5-inch area. So if the person has a very big hip, you can increase this 1 inch that I went in maybe by 1.5 or so. Then the next thing to do is to connect that point now to the edge over there. So since my roller is not straight, I'm just trying to maneuver it like this. So I'll just connect this point just like the way I'm doing. So now I'm trying to measure what I have here. So I think I have 28 over there. Then I'll measure it over there too. So if it is too much, I'll just mark the point so that I can curve it down to that area. I hope you understand. So I'm just adding 1 inch in case it is too much. It is better for it to be too much. So I'm just curving it down here. You can use the same 1 inch, the first measurement I use, just to curve it in this way. Then I will just cut it out. Please, if you haven't liked this video, please like this video and please comment in the comment section And if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. And if you understand, just drop a love emoji in the comment section too. So now it's time to cut the back bodies. So as you can see, this folding, the folding at that side was supposed to be 18 inches, but it was 11 inches at the time I was measuring this, but I increased it later on. So you just measure your 1 inch after this area, then you note the curvy area over there, so you transfer it to the back. That is the points at the front where we reduced by 1 inch, so you transfer the same points to the back, because we'll also reduce that too. Then you measure 1 inch at that part, which will serve as your zipper allowance and the joining allowance. Then you rule that, then you draw a slant over there. But I noticed that it was not enough for what I wanted, so this is me trying to increase what I have here. So I'm just trying to increase it so that the train can be full. That's why I'm increasing it. Though I can use that, but I just noticed that since I have enough fabric, why can't I just increase it? So that is what I'm doing over here, just trying to increase it. So after increasing it, the distance from there to the other end over there is 18 inches, and for this lower part there it is 11 inches. So now at this area I reduce it by ½ inch. At that straight line I drew up, so I reduce it by ½ inch. Then from that point I will be ruling it out just like the way I've done. I'm sorry I couldn't show you because my video was not recording. So that part is 18 inches and this lower part is 11 inches. As you can see, from the end of this first cutting, I just slant it down to the edge and I drew the tail just like that. So that is what I did. I'm sorry I couldn't show you. I thought I was recording, but it wasn't recording. So from there I curve it down to the edge of this first one I drew. So that's just what I did, and the distance was 11 inches as I've said. So you just go ahead and cut. I don't know if you notice around that curvy area before the train starts for the back, it went in. That is what I'm trying to tell you, that I went in by ½ inch at that area for me to get that curve. Then I'm trying to measure my dart. So for your dart, your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 plus ½ inch. So mine was 7, so 7 divided by 2 plus ½ inch, that's 4. So now you can sew this as a skirt, or you attach it to your half length measurement for a gown. So for you to have this effect at the lower part, you turn with your crinoline. You just turn it with your crinoline, then you get this effect. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.